morning, welcome to Forexample Trading. It's Tuesday the 16th of October and it's 8:40 AM UK time. Right, today real focus on, if anyone saw my video yesterday, I was talking about the upcoming weakness of the yen that was well overdue. The yen saw a big gain at the end of last week and yesterday, well really Friday and yesterday, we were waiting for that to change and the yen just kept pushing, but it has turned now. So I'm going to start with the currency strength indicator. I'm just going to show you what I've determined. There's already been a couple of signals sent out this morning which are doing very well, so I'll show you those as well. And then I'm just going to show you what I expect to happen throughout today. Nothing set in stone, of course, and with this overhanging Brexit negotiations going on, then anything can happen. So it's advisable to go in small, certainly in these circumstances, because really there could be sudden changes in what's happening with the pound. The pound at the moment and the euro are very strong, but that could change at any minute just because of all this overhanging Brexit stuff. Right, if you haven't joined us already, then you can join the free chat arena via the link in the description. It's a Telegram link. Someone said yesterday that it didn't work. We do have to click on it and then let the Telegram page open and then install Telegram if you haven't got it. The other way to contact me is via email. That again is in the description there. If you want a regulated broker, I use IC Markets. They get around the ESMA EU regulations, which are very restrictive for brokers using small account sizes. You really need an account of 10,000 plus to accommodate or to get the leverage on those restrictions. IC Markets get around that, okay? So if you do want a broker that avoids those restrictive ESMA regulations, IC Markets there. Again, link in the description. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And here we go with today's markets. So first off, just showing you how you can follow us. The Facebook page as well, I send my signals out on there when we have the free signals going out, and Twitter, of course, all the signals go out there, so you'll be able to see them there, no problem. So if you do want a taste of what we do, then you can follow me on Twitter. So it's Forexample Trading on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube, all right? Okay, so on to today's market. First of all, going to look at the Dixie, which on the 4-hour chart you can see here is having its third attempt at breaking through 95. I don't think it will. I think it will go up from here. That gives us an opportunity to trade gold, which is pushing up towards 12.30. So I'll wait for the close of this 4-hour candle, and I think a gold sell trade here will be a very good option. Always wait for that 4-hour candle to finish, especially on gold, but you should do that if you can on most pairs, because that's really where the big changes occur. And if it's then going in the right direction for you, then enter the trade at that point. You'll get much better results from that, and you'll avoid this fluctuating around. Even if you've got it right overall, it saves you going massively out of the money, usually, not always, but it will save you going massively out of the money on a lot more occasions. So just waiting really to see what this Dixie does. Will it break 95? I don't think it will. We can see on the 1-hour chart it's bounced around at this level for a while, and I think it will push up from here. I don't think it will break through, but you never know. So just a case of being patient. Right, the signals that were sent this morning were GBP AUD. There we go. There was the stop loss, take profit, and my entry point there. The Euro AUD as well. Again, you can see my stop loss, my entry point, and my take profit right up here, which I expect it to get to. And the reason I've decided on those ones is because of this, and they still look the same. Yeah, it looks exactly the same as when I started. In fact, the euro's got a bit stronger. So what I've basically done is said the euro and pound very strong, Aussie dollar and yen very weak. Okay, very simple. Of course, we do have to be aware that when London opens, and there's this crossover between Tokyo and London at the moment, when London opens, things can change very quickly. You can see at the moment that we're in the middle. Both Tokyo and London are open at this time. So that means that while we've got that dynamic there, then we can pretty reliably say that this is going to continue to gain. So these are the ones I've got in play, and the signals went out for those already today. So yeah, I expect this to continue. The other ones that I've been looking at as well. GBP, JPY, I expect to push up to here. It's 148 at least, or 148 100. You can see it's just taking a dip back, but I expect that to continue. And it's the same with the Euro JPY as well. So after this big drop for the yen, look at that, and I'll show you it on the pound as well. There we go, big drop on the pound. So look, that's really picked up, almost back up to 148 100 now. And I expect it, as I said, to hit that level, and then probably we'll see it fluctuating around just below that. The other one to watch today is this one, because it hasn't really moved yet. This is a USD JPY, and you can see it drop right down to this level, and this has only just started really to pick up. And I think that if this Dixie turns, all right, if it starts to pick up from here, then a buy trade on this would be a very good option. You can see 13 minutes left on this hour candle, and it's in limbo really. The body of that candle right in the middle, as was the last one, a very thin, that's almost like it hasn't got a wick on the top at all. So that shows that that is a very bullish candle, the last one, and I expect this one to push up towards the top as well before that hour's out. Only 13 minutes to go on it. Again, it's worth seeing when the 4-hour candle ends in 1 hour's time, but if the next hour candle is going in the right direction and we start to see the US dollar strengthen here and on the Dixie, it's important to correlate those things, then I will place a buy trade on this USD JPY. I think it's just a matter of time before that happens. USD CHF is trying to push through this point here, and again I think this is very dependent on what happens with the Dixie. If it does carry on breaking to the downside here, then we'll be in a position where we can definitely place a sell trade on this. All right, a USD CHF a sell trade here, and you can see it's been trying to break through here. Other ones to look at: GBP CHF. The pound has picked up here, but it's been trying to break to the downside. And if we look at this on a longer time frame, you can see there's a lot of space below this. And that to me says that once it does fully break here, we need it to break really fully past even 1.295 or even 1.294. When it does that, it's going to carry on going down. There are other options. The New Zealand yen still on the rise here. New Zealand US dollar is on the rise again. This New Zealand dollar very, very strong indeed. Aussie US dollar started to drop away, but I think this will push back up to this point here. Again, if you look at my channels here, I think it will typically, it does break through here, and it will break to this second level, as you can see here on my trend lines that have been in. I've had these placed, there you go, all the way back to there. So for a long time in place, back to the start of the year, that is. And there you can see I expect this to push up again and push on through here up to this level here, but I will wait for it to break this line before entering that trade again, probably. I'll have a look again. Again, it is all dependent on whether this Dixie does break through. You can see the Aussie dollar getting stronger here. I do expect that to continue. Certainly looks like it has been here, although at the moment showing very weak indeed. So just a case of waiting. So loads of options today. I think it's going to be a good day overall. As I say, some signals already gone out and they are looking good. The ones that I would watch right now, this GBP JPY at the moment has just dipped back, but I do expect it to, there we go, it's this flag forming on 15 minutes. I expect it to push up to here again. Same story with the Euro JPY. It's just had a little dip back at the moment, but looks like it will probably go on up to here. Might even go up to this other trend line that I've got right up here, which is where my take profit is currently. With my signals, I put a take profit in there, which is my wanted take profit level, but you still have to monitor these trades. You know, if I have to pull it here, let it drop back, and then it re-enter for it to carry on up to here, ultimately that's where I expect it to get to, but it may be some ups and downs on the way, and there's no harm in you securing the profit and then going back in. So pull it on a high, go back in on a low in this particular instance, yeah, you're then securing the profit all the time. Good tip. Don't try and just hang in there, because the trade will fluctuate, but don't be too eager to pull it as soon as you see it moving or slowing down either. All right, it's a balance. Okay, news today. We will have more going on about Brexit, as we can expect that definitely. JPY futures diminished odds for extra pullbacks. So there's stuff about the yen there, but the yen is weakening, as you can see. What else have we got? Events today. We've got 40 minutes until this GBP data comes out. Average earnings index, pretty key data that is. So we could see a move and even a weakness. We'll have to see what happens there. So advise pulling trades, especially on the GBP before that point if you've got them in place. Then we've got trade balance, economic sentiment as well. Data out of Germany, so that will be pretty key as well. It doesn't say it's high impact there, but it will, I'm sure, have some bearing on how the euro acts today. And then as we go on, some other events going on, none of them marked as major events, but we never know. There's quite a lot going on, so we'll just see how the day pans out. For me, it's about this Dixie and seeing whether it either breaks through to the downside or picks back up, and that will decide what happens with my trades today. At the moment, the yen is weak and the Aussie dollar is weak. The pound and euro is strong, so that's what I'm back at with that. That's what my trades are back in, the pound and euro at the moment. This is just starting to dip away, so I'll probably pull this trade now because I think it may. We'll just see how it looks on the 1 hour chart. But yeah, some good options today. I'll say again, if you want to join us, then join the free chat arena. You can have a conversation with myself. I can see if this is something that's for you. I am selective about who we let into the trading arena, and that is so we keep the quality in there. There's no point me having hundreds and hundreds of people in there that have no clue what they're doing or have no idea how to use the information that's in there. So I make sure that you've got step-by-step route to making sure that your trading is a success, or you can make a success of it. That starts with education. 2 courses I offer, as well as one-on-one support with myself, dedicated signals channel, and the exclusive trading arena with loads of experience and expertise in there, as well as beginners like yourself, or you may not be a beginner. Either way, this is a good environment to be trading in. I'm sure anyone in there will clarify that point. All right, well, I look forward to speaking to you soon. Do join us via the link below. Have a conversation with myself if you're interested in joining. And have a good day's trading, whatever you do. I'll see you again tomorrow.